A little over a year and a half ago, I was a founding member of a company called Coin. Well, I say a founding member, let me rephrase that. I bought one of the first coins. This is a product that I love, and it's here on HSN. I had too many credit cards, and I was fed up of my big, thick, bulky wallet. I didn't want to carry all my credit cards around. There's this company called Coin, made right here in the United States of America. They set out to create a product that did this. Take all of these cards and put them all on one card. This is something like you have never seen before in your entire life. It is a credit card. I press this button and it will scroll through each of my cards, whatever they may be, from Discover, Visa, American Express, MasterCard, you name it. So when I want to pay on, let's say, my Visa, I'd go to Visa and I would use it. If I wanted to pay on my Discover, I'd press it and use that. It's brilliant. It's in my wallet right now. I use it every single day. I adore this product. I no longer carry around with me, you know, all these credit cards. The wonderful folks here at HSN agreed to do this for us, for me. They brought in 824 of them. I don't think that's enough, but we'll see what happens. If you want to do the same as me, if you're fed up with that heavy purse, too many cards, try Coin. I'll let Joe explain the story to you. Joe, this product is a revolution.
It is, and I have to thank you because I started using this after talking to you. You told me, Adam told me about this a long time ago. I'm like, really? I didn't even know such a thing existed. Because I'm the guy, I have my wallet in my back pocket. I feel like I'm leaning in the car because I have so many cards that are in there. But like Adam said, you take all these cards and you put it into one. Coin is a company that made all your cards into one simple card, and it makes it so simple, so secure. And the thing I love about it, not only is it convenient, it is absolute security that's on here too, because the great thing about it, this is my personal card right here. It doesn't matter if I'm at the gas station, at the ATM, if I'm checking out books out of my library, my health insurance card is on here, your debit card, your credit cards, it's all works in here. Even my warehouse club cards, I even have one of those on here too, Adam. And all it is just like Adam mentioned, just pushing the button, and that gets me to all the different, this is my warehouse card right there. Right. So I slide that through, and it's funny because the guys, when you first check out, you hand them this card, and they're like, oh, what is this? And they scan it, and you tell them, they're like, well, this is the best thing ever. Because you think about it, there's nothing else out there that's out really in America that has the type of technology to get rid of that big bulge. Because when you look at all the cards, when you stack up, this can handle 8 cards at a time. This is the difference that you're seeing. It's all those cards are now down to literally nothing, just one single card. It can hold it all right there. And I love that because you think about it, if you lose your card, here's the cool security about it. Because if you lose your card, someone can take this card, your credit card, and go to the gas station, start spending on it. Go to the grocery store, start spending on it. Go online, start spending with it right away. You can't do that with Coin. And the reason why is it's designed to tie in and sync up with your cell phone. So when you have your cell phone on you, there's a code that you personally enter into your cell phone, so that makes it unlocked. But if it was far away from your cell phone, you can't use it unless you know that specific code. It's called a tap code. It's a series of short dots or long dots. You set up whatever you want to. So someone could take this away. I can give this to Adam. I can securely give this to anybody and say, go try to spend on this, because they can't do it because they don't know what my code is. So even though it has all my information on there, they're keeping it locked down and safe and secure. It's making that convenient purchase for you, but it's also giving that security that all of us are asking for.
If you've been reading the magazines or the morning shows, watching them, the newspapers, this thing is everywhere. This is one of the greatest, newest, hottest things that saves us so much hassle and provides us with so much more security, to Joe's point. When you carry Coin, you are more secure. You are not as vulnerable anymore. God forbid somebody were to steal your purse, your wallet, or your credit cards. It's brilliant. And it's funny when Joe says that people ask, what is that? Everybody always asks what it is. Joe's gonna show you how you add your credit cards to Coin, because it is the simplest thing in the world. Just to let you know, as I always say with these exclusives, this is the only presentation scheduled. There are no others. It's over in 10 minutes time, and that's it. It's done, it's gone. God willing, it'll be back again if it sells out, but at the stage in the game, I have 800 left with everyone on the phone line, maybe 600 at the absolute most. If you try it and you use it and you don't love it, please return it for a full refund. We are the only place in the world where you can get this on FlexPay. We have free shipping. Quick question that I know everybody asks, do I have to charge this up? Absolutely not. This will last you up to 2 years. Constant use, up to 2 years of freedom and convenience. It's brilliant.
It is brilliant. That's what Coin did. It took 3 years to develop. There's an ultra-thin battery. It's ultra-thin Bluetooth connectivity on here. So it's designed to pair with your phone. It's designed to continue to be charged. But it doesn't matter if it's a gas station. Doesn't matter if it's an ATM. Doesn't matter if it's a parking meter, a restaurant, any store. It's going to replace your credit card. It is as thin as a credit card, but it's going to be able to have all that great technology right there. Now to add it, here's the thing about it. I've got a stacks of cards here. How simple is it to add? Well, it doesn't matter what type of card it is. I've got my MasterCard, I've got my credit card, I've got my debit card, I've got my customer service card from my local grocery store. They give me discounts there. I've got my membership card. I've got gift cards. This is a huge thing too, because my kids, they always get gift cards for their birthdays. We go to the store, we forget to bring their gift card. Not anymore, because I can upload all my gift cards too. All that stuff is right here, and I'm going to show you how easy it is with the app. So I've got my card, I've got my I got my coin. You put the little insert on the bottom there. By the way, this works with all Android phones, works with your iPhones as well. So as soon as you enter the card, I've already got 3 cards already loaded to go. I hit the plus button down there, and it tells me, okay, I'm adding a credit card. Let me swipe it on the bottom. And then success. That's it, Adam. It's taking that card, it automatically registered it, it's got it right there. I can name it, so if it's from a certain store, if it's from a certain brand or whatever it happens to be, it took all my information. I can even change the color if I wanted it to match up perfectly to the one that I've got right there. And now I can save this. Let me go ahead and save this as, oops, let me save this as Amex. Let me push my buttons. I'm trying to do this upside down so I can show you at the same time. Where the heck is the E when you're looking upside down, Adam?
Don't panic!
All right, E, and then boom, X. Ah, there's a Z. How about X? Finally got the X. All right, I've got it, Adam, and I've got it right there. So now that I've got the code, let me go back. And then it keeps everything, and it's going to now lock it in place. So if I want to, then I sync it, and I'll directly send it and update it directly to my phones or directly to my coin. And all I do is now push of a button, and it switches between different phones. You know, or different credit cards. Do I need to use my Visa? Do I need to use my debit card? Do I need to use that gift card? I just tap that one button, and that gets me through. That's the convenience about it, because instead of carrying stacks and stacks and stacks of cards, Coin is a company that made one credit card to replace the big bulk, the inconvenience of carrying all these cards. Now you can get rid of them. It doesn't matter where you're shopping. Are you shopping at a restaurant? Are you shopping for a big expensive item? Are you shopping online? You've got it right there. They even use NFC technology on here, the near frequency touch. So when you're going up, you want to touch something, and just like you do with some of your other credit cards, that technology is also built inside. It's a brilliant concept. We're so honored to be able to bring it here today.
I think for so many of us, we have so much stuff that when it comes to all of these credit cards, all of these reward cards, all of these club cards, it becomes overwhelming because there's just too much. With Coin, it's one and done. It's one and done. This, you know, one of the things that we feature on HSN on the Monday night show is American Dreams, and this is an American dream come true. It is a product that was brought to life by a group that believed there had to be a better way. And with Coin, very, very simply, there is a better way. This one card is the equivalent of up to 8 credit or debit cards. So again, let me just show you, because it takes a minute to sink in. By the way, there's 400 left with everybody currently in the ordering process. When you feel it, it feels like a normal credit card. It looks like a normal credit card. It works like a normal credit card. There's a signature strip at the back so you can sign it. The difference with this is that you have what looks to be a little screen, and that's what it is. And then this button. When I press that button down, the screen changes. When the screen changes, it's telling me that it's now activating the different card. So now I just press it. Now it's my Visa card. I want to pay on Visa, I'm paying Visa. Now, what if I want to go to the ATM machine? Well, I'd press it again until my ATM card came up, and then I put it in the ATM machine. I want to go to the gas station and pay with my American Express. Well, I press it, and then American Express comes up, and then I'll pay with that. You can add whatever credit cards you so desire onto your Coin. It is sensational. And needless to say, the response around the country has been huge to Coin in the time that it's been there. This is the newest version, the latest version. They are telling me that within 5 minutes, we're going to be saying goodbye. So if you would like it, ignore that clock, because as we thought, I mean, Joe, we knew this would be hot.
We did.
In the market, there's a lot of buzz about it.
There's a ton of buzz, because you can see it's loading all my cards that are on there too. And I love it. It doesn't matter if it's a credit card, a debit card, a a gift card, a membership card, a library card, a health insurance card, a work ID, an auto club card, all those cards that have those magnetic strips on the back, I can upload it here. But Adam, what happens if I lose my coin?
Good question.
Here's the brilliant thing about it. It is so smart, it can even tell you by map location exactly where was the last place that that card was used. So now you can be able to lock out the card. No one else is going to be able to use it. Now watch, as soon as I push this button, it says lock, and then it realizes it's next to my phone, and now I can use it. So when I want to shop it, it's as simple as just pushing the button, and it switches from card to card to card. It even said the NFC there on the bottom, so it lets you know that you can actually tap it. You don't have to swipe the card. It's a brilliant, brilliant product, and all it is just one simple card, one simple thing right there. Now, when you want to go back, you can actually store an unlimited number of cards that are on here. And that's the great thing about this, Adam, is that I can have hundreds of cards that are on here. And I do this with my kids. We load up our gift cards that are on here, and I don't put them on my top 8. So what happens when we go to the toy store, my kids always have toy store gift cards for some reason, and then quite often we leave them at home. But now I can load them on my coin, I load them on the app. When I'm in the toy store, I just punch up, that's the one that I want, and now I can pay with it. So I don't have to have stacks and stacks of cards with me. This is gonna replace so many things. And when you see the wallets that we have in front of us here, I only put 8 of them on here, but it can handle so much more. When you see the actual thickness, I can push these down as hard as I want to. This is just stacked with 8 cards, and you can see this one here, look at the thinness to it. It's that convenience of not having to carry anything big and bulky anymore. And if you're a guy and you sit while you're driving on the road and you've got stacks and stacks of credit cards, it's so nice to get rid of all of it and just use one simple coin.
I think for anybody watching, maybe this is your husband, or maybe this is your son, who has that big wallet, and it's in his pocket, and there's just a ton of stuff in there. What an awesome gift to get for him. I mean, truly, for him, for her, they'll love it. It's a gadget, it's a gizmo, it works, and it saves so much, not in just terms of convenience of carrying all the cards, but from a safety point of view, in terms of security. A lot of us, as we know very well, God forbid, I mean, I'm the clumsiest person in the world ever, when it comes to losing things, when it comes to losing my wallet or losing my card wallet, that's a big issue because all my cards are in there and they're vulnerable. If, God forbid, somebody was to steal your purse or wallet with coin in, they couldn't use it. Nope. They couldn't use it. So from a protection point of view, it's second to none. From a convenience point of view, it's second to none. For cool gadgets point of view, it is second to none. Final and only presentation on HSN is over in 2.5 minutes. Done. It looks like I'll be left with about 150. So we're already way ahead of where we expected to be. There might be 100 or 150 left. I encourage you to try it. It is on 4 flex pay of under $25. Only place in the world where you can get it on Flex, and it's free shipping. Joe, this is a shift, this is a change. It's something that we've never really ever seen before.
No, we've never have, and it's never been easier to be able to carry all the content, those credit cards, those gift cards, those membership cards. You need all of that with you, and you're so frustrated when you leave those cards at home. Now with Coin, you don't have to worry about carrying stacks and stacks of cards with you. You just take one device. I switched over just a few weeks ago after listening to this guy talk to me about it for months, saying I needed to do it. And he was right. I started thinking about it like, I do carry all these cards, and how often do I use these cards? I don't use them every day, but then it's like that once every 2 weeks. If I don't have the card, I'm frustrated I left it at home. Here, I can store up to 8 cards. It's a credit card that handles 8 different cards. So it doesn't matter what it is. We talk a lot about credit cards, but it's also your debit cards, it's your membership cards, it's your library cards, it's your gift cards that you have, it's your health insurance cards, your work ID. All that content can now be stored on one simple device. And like Adam said, when you load all those cards on there, my dad, the first thing he said was, there's no way I'm gonna put all my cards on there because I'm worried if somebody steals this one card, they have access to everything. Not the case. Coin is more secure. And the reason why, if someone steals, here I just grabbed the MasterCard. Someone steals this and walks away, they go to the store, they can start swiping right away. They go to the internet, they can start typing. They've got all those digits. They even have the CID, the number thing on the back they always ask you for. They've even got that. When they take Coin, as soon as Coin walks away from your cell phone, and your cell phone, the distance there is 33 feet. As soon as it walks away, Adam, it automatically locks down. The only way you can then access it is by tapping that button, and you set the tap code. Now there are multiple combinations of tap codes. So when you push the button, it's either a short burst or a long burst. And there are actually over 20 million different combinations you can have. It's gonna be impossible for someone to sit there all day and try to tap that button to get it. So even I can give this to anybody and say, try to do it. It's impossible to break through this technology. But the cool convenience is when I'm synced up with my phone, when I wanna use my Visa, boom, no problem, I switch to Visa. When I wanna go to my wholesale club, I've got it right there. When I wanna switch to my gift card, I've got it right there. When I wanna switch to my MasterCard, I've got it right there. I am carrying stacks and stacks of cards in one single card. I no longer need this big messy stack that sits in my wallet that gives me a pain in the rear end. I can now get rid of it, Adam, and I've got that one card that really does it all.
I'm such a believer in it, and this is you know, every week we try to put out the best show possible, but this product and the deal of the week that we're going to show you next are so close to my heart because I'm so big into them. Ring, the video doorbell, is next. Best thing I've ever bought from this network, period. So we'll show you that in a few moments. This is, it's fantastic. It's just great. There was just too many. And the problem was, to Joe's point, is that, you know, I'd be out and about and I wouldn't have the right card with me. I'd want to pay on a certain card because I know if I use this card, I get double dining points.
Yes.
You know, if I pay on this card, I get an extra 2% cash back on gas purchases. So there's all these different cards and I never have the right ones. And when I do, there's too many cards in my wallet and I hate carrying them all around. I now carry Coin. I carry Coin. And if I want to pay on the card where I get double dining points, I pay on the card. I just press the button and there comes my whatever card that may be. I don't think I'm allowed to say. Brilliant product. As we sum up and say goodbye, Last Chance Saloon, it's called Coin. I encourage you to try it. Joe, final words from you?
It's just a convenience. It's that convenience you're going to have, be able to store 8 cards at a single time, but it's also the ultimate in security. It's something that you're setting your personal PIN to it. No one else is going to have access to it. I think it's more convenient than this, but it's gift cards, credit cards, debit cards, whatever has a magnetic strip, it's going to fit on your coin.
It's so funny because he's such a believer now.
I am a total believer. I love it.
I drove him wild with it. All right, stay right there in the ordering process. I'll let you know when it's gone.